Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
It's time for... Up first is the... It's the Pac-Man.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from the United States of America. Wearing the black trunks trimmed with black. The Artist. Fighting out of the blue corner from General Santos City in the Philippines. Truly one of the all-time greats. Boxing's first and only 8-division champion of the world. Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao.
So much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time.
The wait is over. The speaking stopped. The fight begins. Now, let's...
Here we go, round one. Who's going to land the first big shot? The courage on display here is incredible. He misses with that straight left. Punch, counter punch. Well done with that counter shot. Nice counter shot. Perhaps the hottest ticket in town for this fight tonight.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
The jab there. Good counter punching. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Beautiful counter punch. Caught up on how many times this guy gets hit. He's a slugger, Johnny, and you know he's just waiting for his opportunity to strike back.
If you get in with a zone, make them tired, trip over their own feet, get them angry.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Insane action. Misses with the straight left. Punch. Beautiful counter shot. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy.
Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that fantastic last momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? Excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Your footwork has to be on point when you're fighting a swarmer. If it's not, you're going to get caught in the corner and beaten up.
You've got to be fit to fight a fighter like this because they will stay in your face. They will throw punches at you. They don't even let you breathe. You've got to be fit. If you're not fit, the fight's over.
Straight right just misses. Nice exchange here from both men. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
They exchange punches. Which fighter will say no mas? For these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
That counter shot lands. Through the straight left, but it won't score. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round. On to the third. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
How about that time counter shot? And he scores with the counters. They block the left there. A perfect counter lands. A perfect counter shot. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Oh, what a punch! To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Misses with the straight left. There's a counter shot. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The jab doesn't quite connect. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown their shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Those counter punches have to hurt. Swing and a miss with that jab. Catch and shoot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
You know, I've been in fights like that.
Here we go to the fourth round. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? That counter punch caught him clean. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Nice counter. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Willing to slow down. He threw a punch and just got countered. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice counter punch. Misses with the straight left. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. He is down big time on the scores.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Back and forth they go. punch has been his best weapon all fight long. That punch scores. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter punch. These punches coming from every angle. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. He parries away that left hook. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
That punch is beginning to take its toll. Competitive round with 10 seconds left. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Let's start the 6th. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
A perfect counter lands. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. They block that jab. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out of the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brain.
One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Good counter punching. Catch and shoot. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Exchange punches. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Nice job blocking the hook. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think.
There's the bell to start round 7. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this. So he's going to take a knee here and get the mandatory 8 count.
Absolutely gassed out. Didn't know what to do and hurt on top of that.
Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Got him there. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed. So much bruising. Will the referee stop this fight? This fight will continue. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Those counter punches have to hurt. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Misses with the straight left. Nice counter. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Pacquiao is rocked. And Pacquiao goes to the canvas. Oh my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
That's lights out right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me your ball.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
You're being put down. You've got to think right.
There's the bell to start round 8. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Good counter punch. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
No rest for the weary. Down. Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
A shot from the gods took him out.
some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels. Look at it. There's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. He just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. And he's out of there.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
It's not forever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That left hook missed. Good counter punching. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Pacquiao might be in some big trouble here. Is he going to go down? And that's it. A unanimous decision win.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, hard lesson. I totally agree.